step number one is going to be getting some ice and basically some water. I'm going to fill this up because you want to keep this nice and cold.
First things first, I did not wear gloves for this video, but I fully recommend wearing gloves as well as sharpening your knife before filleting any fish.
Now for this one, I don't want to use electric fillet knife. Again, some people will use it, but I prefer your simple fillet knife because I want to be able to feel everything and every bone going around that. So I'm going to start with the fillet top down. I'm going to start from about right here behind the head, because then we're going to get this fillet all the way here to this right back fin. So this will be the first fillet. Here we go. Go about an inch or two down, then we're gonna start to fillet this way. So start curving your knife. You're gonna want you to feel and hear those bones. Keep your knife consistent and just keep filleting down.
This is not a race. Take it nice and slow. This clip shows exactly why you should be wearing gloves. Look how much the fish is moving on me, even though I'm keeping steady pressure on top of the fish.
Once you get to that back, you're gonna work it up. All right, so now I'm gonna work that up. Boom. And there is your first fillet. All right. Now you're gonna wanna take this knife and work it here, down to about here, and then come back. We're gonna work all the way, and we're just gonna keep going along those bones. And then we're gonna tear here to here, and that'll be your first fillet. We'll work the other side again. Here, fillet, seal off. And last but not least, we'll be working from the butt, and here, flip over, fillet. Same thing here, find the butt, a little bit after, cut here, flip, fillet off, and then we'll de-skin. So let's get into it. Again, go about an inch or two down, come back. We're gonna work all the way along here. Take your time.
Sorry about all the mouth breathing. I was super focused on trying to get this right.
I wanna get that first good base. Again, kind of come back, work it a little bit. Now you should start to see this forming here again. You're just gonna keep working it down. You're gonna want a really sharp knife for this. I cannot explain that enough. Sharpen it before if you have to, or definitely encourage before. Again, keep working it. Oh, looks like we do have a female here. Again, so kind of come back here. Keep working that until you get it off. Okay. Here again, this is where you're gonna work that knife across the bottom.
And having gloves or a really sharp knife would really help in cutting off the bottom with a clean cut here. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Again, your first fillet from that back. Now here is your second. Again, we'll kind of clean that up a little bit later. Now again, looks like we do have a pregnant female here. And now we're gonna work the same part here all the way back. So again, kind of start here. Should have did this before, but make sure you're putting those fillets in there to keep them ice cold. Break it down about an inch or two, and then again, come back. You'll hear it. Oop.
Again, I would have so much more control if I was wearing gloves and had sharpened my knife just a little bit more.
Again, kind of cut that in there a little bit and just work it. Break away from the bone. A little bit easier on myself there.
Filleting a pike is never easy, so it's gonna take some practice. So take your time. I cannot say this enough. It's not like I was perfect on my first try, and nobody is. And if you are, they're probably lying to you. So again, take your time with this.
Now we're gonna do the last part. Again, locate right here, and you're gonna do a little bit from here to here. Then you're gonna flip and fillet. And then start working your knife up, just like that. And I've got about right here, and I'm able to just pinch it off. And there's one.
The next essential tool that you're gonna need is the fork. I'm not kidding when I say this, but you can pinch that sucker down and go as fast or as slow as you want with the blade to ensure that you're getting the scales completely off the fish. All right, the next thing I like to do is chunk it up. I really don't like having giant fillets, so I just usually chunk these into 3 big chunks. Totally up to you, but again, my preference is if I'm gonna have bluegill and pike or just separately, I want those to be bite-sized, not giant fillets.
There you go, look at that. Don't say you can't get nothing off the butt, right? Pinching from here, back, and working your way.
Filleting a pike always has its challenges, so again, take your time with this. No one is ever perfect the first time, and it's gonna take practice.
Now I'm going to chunk it up because personally I don't want that one big strip. So pretty easy here. Again, go right here. So you Get these immediately to your ice bowl so that we can make them either that night or you can freeze them in the future. So keep them nice and fresh. That's all I got. Now you know how to fillet pike.